Hi everybody, just making a short video here for zoomrush.com, mainly to showcase a new HUD that we've developed. It's a heads-up cache HUD, but specifically designed with heads-up zoom in mind. Fast access to the stats by color coding, so you can quickly glance at them and get a good idea of what type of opponent you're up against, which is very useful when you're playing these fast games, because every hand excuse me, you have a different opponent. I'll try not to talk too much about the hands. I think I'll just play them, excuse any bad play, and I'll try and talk more about the HUD. I'll start off with this one up here, which is the main HUD, and it has a note, the usual note taking box. Click on it and it pops up. As such, I don't have any notes on this guy. Player's name, number of hands, the name of the HUD, Heads Up Cache version 1.1. Fold that because the stats sort of disappeared. Aggression factor, total, flop, turn, river aggression. Small blind, this guy's racing on the small blind, so I'll have a look at these stats. He opens 100%, only one hand, so not real relevant, excuse me. So obviously 3-bet. Continuation bet, he folds. Okay, not going to talk about the hands. Continuing on with the small blind, as you can see, the stats are all broken down into specific line levels, 1 to 10, 10 to 13, which is very useful around when you get a lot of people short stacking these games, all the way up to 150 to 300 big blinds. Stats that are available for that are number of hands, open raise, min raise, fold with 3-bet, limp fold, and also 4-bet and fold to a 5-bet. That's all the pre stuff. From the small blind, then we have the post flop in the small blind. C-bet, fold to a donk, fold to a check raise, for the flop, the turn, and the river. And this little red area here is for 3-bet pots. Again, flop, turn, river. How often they fold to a C-bet and raise a C-bet. So as you can see, the color coding is, if we have a look here, designed for you to quickly have a glance at it and see what sort of opponent you're up against. This guy, why he raises to $3.50. 7 big blinds, I don't know. So anything red is aggro, orange, very aggressive, or the various stats, but please keep in mind the number of hands, the sample size, before these stats really begin to mean too much. Good time to talk about big blind, I guess. Flop, turn, river, fold to a C-bet. This guy folds for C-bet 33%. We've only got 1 out of 3 hands, but you know, type of board, I think we'll C-bet. Don't want to talk about hands too much. I think we'll just peel one, because that just looks fishy to me. Then again, meh. Okay, sorry, not going to talk about hands. Okay, here's a guy I have a ton of stats on. So over 163 hands in the big blind. 3-bets 19%. So we can pretty much maybe expect a 3-bet. Nope. And yeah, well, that's pretty much big blind. And let's have a look at this guy, small blind. You can see all the yellow means he's very, very weak. Doesn't open, like this guy, 50% of hands he only opens, but that's only over 2. So that pretty much covers most of the stats. Let's just play a couple of hands here. Only got 3 hands. We'll flat the 9 jack or defend. We could check raise this. Sometimes I check raise gutters, but I'll let it go. This guy's another mad 3-better. Well, only over a small sample size once again. Well, 3 out of 9 is 3-bet. I like to min raise, so if we do get 3-bet, we can pretty much flat a wide variety of hands. If folds, maybe not much. Could have c-bet that. There we go. Excuse the crap play. That was pretty bad. Limpers, Sky limps 100%, so who knows what he has. Fold. Let's not worry too much about the hands again. I'll just see if we can, what sort of reads these stats give us about these opponents. Occasionally the stats just disappear. This guy plays a ton of hands. 10-4. Pretty crap. We'll just fold it. Ace-2. He donks. I don't know, some of these donks just seem a bit boy. What is that crap? God only knows. I think he's got a... Yep, I'm not sure what to make of that or to tell you. Not much sample size on this guy. Okay, we have a few hands on this guy. Pretty much, if you look at all the red, 100%, he opens 100% out of at most blind levels. Folds to 3-bet 2 out of 2 times. No, I don't normally. Sorry, folds for 3-bet. I don't normally 3-bet ace rag, but it's a pretty good chance we will get a fold. Not much stats. Another, although that guy had not limped before. I could have raised up to King 5. Okay, let's just play 3 more hands. We'll bet that because he may have a flush draw. Folds to c-bets 100%. Well, 1 out of 1. He's never check raised, but again, not much of a sample size. I think a lot of people love to check raise these paired boards just for the hell of it. Palachi raises. Now this is a good spot where min raising comes in useful, because I have the price to flat those sevens and play accordingly. I mean, I don't think he's got much. We picked up a gutter. Wow, 50 cents. 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. I think he has ace king, but I could be wrong. He's got nothing. So also the games at this level are pretty weird. People do some weird stuff. Check call. He would have bet a flush draw. I will check. Hopefully he just... Yeah, we probably should have led there for value. Anyway, I'm trying not to discuss hands. Okay. Hud went a bit wonky. Here's my mate. This guy played a ton of hands against him, and he's very hard to play against because he 3-bets a ton. He continues a lot. He mixes it up a ton, basically. So we don't want to play 5-2 against that guy. Similar with this guy. And let's make this one the last hand against this guy who also 3-bets 30%, but over a small sample size. When he 3-bets like he does, no he didn't. Okay, we get a pretty decent flop. And a nice turn. Well. Yeah, I mean, you got to be thinking ace. I'm going to call, but I'm expecting to see not that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, but I'd like to have a look at that hand because I am a little confused. Okay, this guy check raises me, which is fine. I'll fold. And let's bring that hand in. I don't quite know what to make of that, really. I guess he was trying to represent the nut flush. But I was never going to fold that. It's just too strong. But anyway, enough about that hand. I'm going to wrap it up. Again, there it is. The Heads Up Cash Hud version 1.1. Extremely useful playing heads up, and especially, as I said before, especially in heads up zoom. Okay, thanks everybody for listening.